Indianapolis, Indiana. That's the scene for...
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days.
It is evident.
Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at center. Clock is at 3. Siakam, no good. McDaniels against Siakam. Edwards, no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Over Conley. Puts it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Now Conley. McDaniels finds Conley. The shot. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Halliburton. Up and over Conley. McDaniels with the rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Nice shot by Turner.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
The kick out to Conley. Back to Randle. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
To the left side wing. Gobert against Turner. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Good D by Gobert. Randle against Siakam. Randle outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Book it, and it's Randle with the assist. Edwards has got 5.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Nembhard left side. Pass to Turner. Halliburton looking for an opening. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Indiana.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Halliburton, no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 1. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. On defense, the Timberwolves. Pass to Nesmith. Outside Mathurin. Back to Nesmith. Siakam for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McDaniels. And he buries his first look.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Out to the wing. Here's Siakam. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to Conley. McDaniels from long range. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Siakam against Randall. Now Turner. Let's go with a three. Randall pulls down the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Here's Siakam after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. There's Nesmith with the three. Gets the three to fall.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Conley passes to Randall. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for Nesmith. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Halliburton, the pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Gobert. No points so far. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. Halliburton outside. And here's Toppin from the arc. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real nerve to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's Miles Turner making highlight. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Toppin out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Mathurin in at small forward. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Back to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. Looks like he's already on that path.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Minot's checked in for Minnesota. On the take. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Reed against Halliburton. That one's good for 2.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed passes to Edwards. And Toppin pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Now here's Halliburton. There's a screen by Toppin. Beyond the arc. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the shot goes. Edwards has got 15 points.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
McConnell finds Mathurin. And the layup falls.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And here's Edwards outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Mathurin. Crosses over. Minot pulls it in.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Halliburton against Edwards. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
Up top, Edwards. Fires the three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Walker passes to Halliburton. Toppin, a screen on DiVincenzo. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. DiVincenzo can't hit. Pacers trail by 3. Up top, Nesmith. Three-pointer Mathurin. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
To the paint. Here's Turner. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. DiVincenzo finds Randall. And we've got 1:18 left in the second period. The shot by Conley, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Nembhard, good.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Randall, the pass to Conley. For 3, DiVincenzo. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And it's Mathurin missing. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
The 3, DiVincenzo gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
There's a screen by Turner. It's Siakam with the drive. The shot misses. Randall with some nice D. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, DiVincenzo. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Randall against Siakam. Banked it in off the glass.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
For 3, DiVincenzo. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Halliburton. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Edwards. There's the block. Gobert finds Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Tries again. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Nembhard outside. Nesmith on the wing. Siakam outside. Knocks down the triple. Siakam's got 7.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 10.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one.
Timeout.
The defense has to be better there.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. On defense, the Timberwolves. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Siakam outside. Pass to Turner from outside the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Indiana's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest-growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 1.
Free throw good, Edwards. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
And the Pacers making a change here. Matherin's checked in. And that one misses. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 16-point game. Conley against Halliburton. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. And here's Edwards. 5 on the clock. Takes a three. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Matherin gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's McDaniels. Misses in close.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Pass to Halliburton. Over Edwards. Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got 6.
You know, the shot of Halliburton is just so steady. You add in his driving ability, Tyrese is a scary offensive player.
And Edwards slams it in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Siakam outside. Pure from three-point range. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pacers trail by 15. Minute 32 left in the third. Nembhard with it. Randall's in his pocket. On the wing, Nembhard. He's got 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A good look from Turner. Another one falls for Indiana.
And when given the chance, Turner drains that shot. The defense has to know this and defend them better.
Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Nembhard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Now here's Toppin. He's got 9. And it's Matherin missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Siakam. Back to McConnell. Here's Shepherd. Toppin finds Matherin. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Minnesota leading by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Bennedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. then it's Toppin, then it's Halliburton, and it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
The kick out to Walker. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 16. Back to Edwards. Over Halliburton. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Halliburton finds McConnell. Garza grabs the board. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. For 3, DiVincenzo. And his 5th basket, now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Off target from 3-point range. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Trailing by 19. McConnell passes to Walker. Now here's Mathurin. Over Clark. And it's Mathurin missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Back to DiVincenzo. Offline with a 3. The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. DiVincenzo against Halliburton. Here's McConnell. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Garza. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. McDaniels is checked in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Here's Halliburton. And Gobert with a block. Edwards looking for an opening. Gobert finds Edwards. Hits the trifecta. Edwards got 39.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Halliburton on the attack. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate. Great skills for the young Halliburton.
Randle, the pass to Gobert. Back to Randle. There's the steal. Halliburton up top. He's guarded by Conley. Siakam for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Conley. It's stolen by Halliburton. He's all alone. Halliburton all the way.
And the defense is left completely in the dust by Halliburton. He speeds down the court on a one-man mission.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Oh, he just jams it right over Miles Turner.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Pacers trail by 17. Pass to Turner. Lets it go from deep. McDaniels with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. He drops it from range. Edwards got 44.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now here's Halliburton. To the left wing. And here's Turner from the arc. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. He buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded by Nembhard. Edwards, no good. Inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for 3. And the miss. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards. it.